Ciao tutti, it's Tabitha and Randy, and we're finally back with another video.
Yeah, this time you get to see what we've been calling the library or the entry area, the kitchen, and also the bridal suite.
Yeah, we got really inspired when we were doing the bridal suite, so we were able to pull together a couple of other rooms for you. So many of these rooms are exciting to build out and really start to see what's going on with the design. This room in particular is kind of a little bit in flux right now. We're trying to figure out, if we can widen the stairs. Randy's working with Antonello about the elevator location and how it goes up and down. Randy, could you talk for a moment about maybe the catwalk or the widow walk, how people can look down? And then when you're done with that, I'll explain what we're doing here with the chess table and the bookshelves.
Okay, so this room is really the heart of the palazzo in that we have an elevator shaft as well as stairwell. We want to open up part of this to the next floor so you can look down into the library from above. We should be able to do that. The elevator is still kind of up in the air in terms of what we're going to do there.
Placement. Right?
And also the width of the stairs. We want to make the stairs wider to accommodate the bookshelves.
Yeah. I believe we're talking to Antonello tomorrow afternoon about just that specifically, the stairs and the elevator. One of the things that really is cool about this space, and I do hope we can get like that catwalk to look down, is we'll probably take these bookshelves up and down, right? So they'll be down on the bottom floor and they'll be up on the upper floor. And we've really been thinking about, and I've talked to Mayor Alfredo a little bit about the possibility of turning some of this space into a village library as well. And he's going to take us around and show us what the village has for the children and adults in the community with regard to a library. But it may be something that we do where we have library hours. Now, also here, you'll see the 100-year-old, actually, I think it's a 150-year-old chess table. This, as Randy said, is kind of the reception area, and we might put that downstairs so it's a little bit quieter, and actually put where the chess table is a reception desk. And then as you can see, there's the beautiful rocking horse there, and we want to keep that right close to reception so the kids can play on it, and they'll enjoy it while their parents or family are checking in. All of these bookcases will be handmade by local artists from the village, probably out of chestnut. And there's a picture here that we want to show you of some ideas we have about how those bookshelves might look. And the ones that we're going to show you are actually also in chestnut, in an Italian library in Milan, I think. We haven't mentioned the floor yet, and I have a picture for it. We'll try and find it and maybe put it at the end of this video. But the floor, I'm really hoping we can have the artisans of the village build that out also so that the floor is chestnut as well and has some brass inlay in it. I hope we can find that picture and throw it in at the end. And that floor being chestnut and brass, the elevator, instead of the black that you put, the picture that you showed with the black elevator, maybe it's the same elevator just with brass to match the floor. And that would just be so rich and elegant.
More brass to polish. The little
You're good
horse.
at it. You're
Oh my
good
God,
at
that thing
polishing.
took hours and hours.
You do a great job at polishing. The other couple things that we didn't talk about is the bar, the Biedermeier that we got from the lady in the Czech Republic. Probably put that somewhere in this reception area as well so people can check in and walk over to the bar and pour themselves a cordial or a cocktail or a glass of champagne. And then also,
I'll have to join them.
we both can join them, which is party all the time. And the other thing is, when we're doing all of these rooms, I am constantly thinking about photo opportunities for brides and wedding parties. And I was thinking of this room, it would just be so beautiful if you have, a bride halfway up the stairs with the beautiful chestnut bookshelves all around her. Maybe her bridesmaids are standing with her, but it would just be another beautiful place to take some memorable wedding photography.
Okay, we'll transition here to the kitchen. This is going to be Tabitha's dream kitchen. It's like going to be an industrial kitchen with all of the things that would go in a professional chef's kitchen. Why don't you tell them about all of that?
Yeah, I mean, the kitchen I have now in our home in California is really beautiful and I love it. But this kitchen is just going to be fantastic. If you could imagine the interior, we're going to have exposed stone all around in the kitchen, so it looks like a really traditional kind of grotto style kitchen. And, you know, we put this together and Randy put a lot of thought into it. So I'm going to need a lot of counter space. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so that's why
probably-
you've got those refrigerators under the counters,
It
right?
is, exactly. Yeah, the refrigerators and the freezers, the dishwashers, all of that stuff is going to be, you know, waist level under a counter so that we have plenty of space for setting out food, you know, for it to be served. And then in the center here, Randy was really able to figure out how to get an island in there for me because I need that island for pastries. You know, I need marble countertops to make pastries and that sort of thing. These are some pictures. Pay more attention here to the style of the walls. The company that I'm looking at for these kitchen appliances is an Italian company out of Milan. I've contacted them and we're actually going to go to their showroom this summer when we're in Lake Como, because we're going to take a plane from Milan over to Lake Como, but we'll be in Milan for a couple of days. So we're going to check out their showroom. All of the appliances will be commercial grade. I'll have 8 burners on the stove, a fryer, a griddle, a couple of ovens. Even
Salamander.
Yeah, I think even Randy put a salamander in here, which is, you know, a lot of people don't believe in salamanders. I'm one of those people, but there's some new infrared technology that doesn't really damage the food. And then, Randy, can you talk about our table for the family? You know, how that works with the door and everything there?
Yeah, the entryway to the kitchen from the library isn't the only one. There's actually one off of the main courtyard, and it's going to be a split door so that you could effectively open to the top door and pass the groceries in through onto that table there.
Yeah.
And and also it's nice because you can sit at that table and look out over the courtyard and have a nice breakfast.
Yeah, and that table, we're going to find one. I know they have them in Italy. We're going to get an old antique table. Randy, what are those tables called where they have the leaves that drop down and then you just pop them up to make a bigger table? Do you
A
know what I'm
table with leaves?
No, they don't go in the middle. They're the sides that just come up. There's a name for it. But anyway, we're going to keep the table small because most of the time it's just going to be Randy and me. But when we have the kids over and maybe some private dinners in the kitchen, we can make that table a little bit bigger.
Cool. Okay, so we'll zoom back out and you can see the overview of the property on the main level. You've got the kitchen, the entry area with the bookcases, the dining room, the ballroom, and a couple of bedrooms in the back. And you see that there are some balconies on the back side of this side of the building. When you put the top floor and the bottom floor on, it gets quite large. You're going to talk about the teaser here, right?
Yeah, so the bridal suite, we're going to put it into this video, but the video got too long. So we're going to come back with another video and look more closely at the bridal suite. Randy figured out how to get the actual furniture pictures that we have for the bridal suite in the room. So we're going to take some time and go over that with you. We'll have a brief update on the ballroom. We've got some really exciting news around that. And then we've got other bedrooms that we'll get to eventually. But I think the next video we do is for the bridal suite and possibly the room right next to it.
Which is Venetian room.
Which is the Venetian room.
Which we have
haven't. We have. Do we have some stuff?
We have some furniture.
No.
We have a big red, interesting.
Oh, the armadio, the armoire. Yeah,
very
yeah, from Kel in Tuscany. Yeah.
And you can see there at the very top on the side, there was a laundry room up there.
We're really trying to keep these videos down to, around 15 minutes or so. But thank you, everybody, for watching. If you find these videos helpful or interesting, please do subscribe, right, Randy? If people subscribe, I think they get automatic updates when things come out.
That's absolutely correct.
All right, great. So subscribe if you're interested, and thank you so much for your ongoing encouragement and support. Ciao.
Ciao, everybody.